Chaos, colour and a whole lot of layers. Welcome back, fellow history keepers. It's Kathy here from Kathy Loves to Scrap, and it's day 2 of Christy's beautiful life of 30 Days of Sketches, Series 21. Today we are diving into a fantastic sketch supplied by the wonderful Shannon Keith, who many of you know and love as the brilliant mind behind Creative Chaos in Tennessee. And let me tell you, the title Creative Chaos is the ultimate permission to slip into doing what we do best, getting messy, playing with mixed media, and piling on the texture. If your scrapbooking philosophy is more, you are in for a treat today. We are taking Shannon's gorgeous design and putting our signature heavy layering spin on it, building up beautiful dimension that really makes the page pop. Grab your favorite adhesive, get your mixed media supplies ready, and let's embrace a little creative chaos together for day 2 of 30 Days of Sketches in Series 21. Where, as I said, we are following the sketch that Shannon has provided for us, and you got to see a glimpse of it at the beginning and also a little bit of a glimpse of my layout. And I am thrilled with how it turned out. So I have whizzed past a little bit and we are already up to putting the base down. And before we move on too much further, let's do a little bit of a quick recap. So I trimmed down my base, of course, used it by reducing it by 1/4 of an inch all the way around, and that's giving me my frame underneath. You saw that I used the blue underneath, which had already had pieces cut out of it, which I needed for this layout, and then we're building on top. You also saw me pull out my smooching tool and do my mixed media underneath, which was in the blue, and I'm using prize ribbon, and that's just built up my background. Now I have my pieces of paper, which we are going to be layering as per Shannon's sketch, and I am just texturizing them by scuffing up the edges. I love distressed edges on paper. It really adds to that texture and layer of it. Now, Shannon's, as I had a good look at it, had quite a few pieces of paper in the background as the layers. I think she actually has 3. I'm not too sure. I'm going with 4, only because I really like layering things up, and I just like the feel of this grungy sort of appeal to the whole layout. So I am using the Distress Oxide to ink up my edges, and that will also help to distinguish each page by itself. You saw me fold back one of the corners there, and that's just like the sketch, and I just try to copy as close as I can, but you will see I don't do a great job, so we'll just keep going on. I'm going to layer them up now, and these are Scrapbook Fantasy papers that I'm just layering up from all different collections, but they were all the colours that I needed. So as you can see, this one here is from a Lavender Dreams. It marries in nicely with Traveler's Notebook, and then I also have a Uniquely Creative as the base for this one. So it mixing matching, the colours all work together nicely. Now I get to this point, and that's when I realize, well, maybe I'm not doing it right, but oh well, I'm going to have the extra layer in there because I just like it. I'll pull out that little bit of a tab there. So haphazardly placing them, and then I'm bringing in my die cut. Now I could have gone and got my maker out and made a cut that was exactly the same as Shannon's with the messy circles together, but I just couldn't. I was late at night and I couldn't bring the maker out, so I just went back to my old Cricut, which I have set up beside my desk, and I just used You Are Here cartridge and created these 3 arrow circles, which in the end produce a pretty good enough design for what was Shannon's intention. Now, at first I thought I'm only going to go with the 2 because I thought the 3rd one was just that little overkill, a little bit too much. And I like how this tucks together. I love the arrows to give that circular motion and movement on the page, and I love the colours that it's bringing it forward. That sort of looks like a tunnel effect happening there. And so I'm just going to stick it down as it is because I'm happy with just the 2. But as you watch, I end up bringing the 3rd one in as well because, you know, I just can't help myself. When I'm looking at a sketch, I try to stay true to what's being presented to me. And, you know, that's that 70-30 rule that I like to follow. So I'm putting in the third one because I just knew that I needed it, and it helps to build that extra layer onto the layout as well. And so I'm just tucking that one down now with a bit of glue to hold it in place. And I really do like that we've got the three colours there, and I'm working my way up from the heaviers to the lighters, and that allows that really like distinct the tunneling effect there. It reminds me of hula hoops, really, in motion. So that's now in place, and like Shannon, I have cut out using the same cartridge we are here, two like Instax frames or Polaroid frames for my photos, and I like how they go. Now, of course, I always do bigger photos. You know that that's my creativity, my stir to me. I love big photos. I love being able to show the whole thing. I love it so that when people look at my page, the photo is the story. And so my photos always end up bigger than what is on the original sketches, and therefore my layout design always ends up a little bit different. So as you can see here, I have stuck with a 6x4 over to the right, and I have cut one down to a 4x4 here. And this is of my daughter and I arriving to the ship to drop our bags off for the first time. I have already done these photos for my daughter's album, and this one is for my album, so I'm happy with how the colours are working on this one for me. So I'm going to pop this one on foam down the bottom just to give it some dimension and some height, but I can't put it to the top. If I put it to the top, you won't see that beautiful curled back edge, and I really like that part of the layout. So I am actually doing a little bit of a change here, and I'm flipping where my photo sits and the strips going into play, and you'll see that soon. I also cut out the title on the Cricut, and that was in the cartridge as well. I could have done, like I said, got my maker out and done all these big fantastic fancy ones, but I was very tired, I have to admit, when I was doing this, and so this is okay. And I do like my Cricut, the convenience of using the cartridges, because they're just sitting right beside me here at my desk. So I'm just going to ink up around the edges just to add a little bit more detail into that title. I am using chippy strips here from Scrapbook Fantasies to pop up my title and give it some depth and dimension. That's always important. You know, I like to make things stand up and give the lumpy bumpier feel to my layout. I know there's people that like lumpy bumpy layouts. I know there's people that don't like lumpy layouts. So what are you? Are you a lumpy bumpy person, or are you a flat and keep it simple person? Let me know in the comments down below. You know, I always love having the feedback from you, and I really like when you interact. It helps, you know, everybody to learn from each other, and it builds us as a community. So as I said, I'm using these geotags now, and I cut those out on the Cricut as well, and I'm going to flip them because the grey cardstock is actually double-sided, and it was dark on one side, light on the other, and so I'm going to flip the hearts, and they're going to be light, and they'll pop up over the space. So that's just where it's all sitting right now, and as you can see, that's got those hearts popped up and in place, and that's just adding another layer of dimension. And because it is the chippy strips, it's all the same across the page, which makes a very big difference. I'm just going to pop in these extra little hearts out of the two geotags sitting there, and they are going to just help complement those ones sitting off to the side. I don't have as many elements as Shannon has on her sketch, but the general gist is there and you can see it. Now I'm putting in some strips, and I've cut way too many because of the space that I'm going to use, but that's okay. They won't go to waste. I'll use them somewhere on another project down the track. So I'm just putting those down. They are just being built into the layout, and I like the effect they have. I'm sure Shannon probably is using them as journaling strips on hers when she does things in her private journaling section. I'm just having it as a decorative part of my layout. I don't actually want to journal on the front. This, like I said, if I do any journaling, I'll probably do it down on the frame of the photo. And that will come on later after I put my whole album together when it's finished. So I'm just going to now build in this layer of embellishments, and I am using all these fussy cut pieces from the Traveller's Notebook series from Scrapbook Fantasies, and they tie in beautifully with the theme of the page. And once again, chippy strips popping up pieces here and there, just adding to that dimension. The lighter colours falling to the bottom, the dark, I'm sorry, the darker colours falling to the bottom, the lighter colours coming to the top, and that makes all the difference with your clusters, and it really does make it work together. I am doing like a scattering of flowers, and generally with a cluster you want your elements to touch, but I want it like it's free falling, like they're, being blown in the wind, like free spirit. So I haven't got them all interwoven and touching, but I do add leaves throughout, or foliage throughout, to help bulk them up and also make some connection along the way. And I just love the colors that are being pulled out of the photos by these embellishments. And if you look closer, you can see like there's the yellows out of my shirt that I'm wearing, yellow out of the ferry in the photos. You've got the browns from the tiles and the footpathing, and then you also have the blues, which are synonymous with Royal Caribbean ships. So I'm just tucking these little leaves in here and there, bulking them up, building up the whole overall feel of the layout. And I just like how that is a splatter across the right hand side. Now I'm sure someone's going to do a sticker sneeze when they do this layout, and that I can't wait to go and see. There are lots of people that play along with Christy's Beautiful Life. This is series 21. Can you believe 21? I started joining in at series 14. That's when I started making videos. Prior to that, I would just do it without videos and just post on Instagram. But I now am hoping that you'll be inspired by my videos, and you want to play along too. I'll have down below in the description box all of the details about Christy's Beautiful Life on Facebook, and where you can find the sketches, and also the link to the playlist where everybody is playing along and adding their videos. And seriously, I just love watching what other people do. I learn something from everybody every single time I watch a video, or it reminds me of something that I used to do and I'm not doing now, and then that's what helps to build that creativity in a community. So I'm just adding in my finishing touches now. I love a good faux stitch for a border. I really wanted some detail. I wanted it to pop up and make it stand out, so I'm using the white on the blue, and that's just giving it some depth. It's defining it from the base. Like my rings are obviously thicker than what Shannon's are in the sketch, and I'm okay with that. I like the fact that the arrows are part of it. I think it just is an extra bonus to the layout. And I like that I filled that whole page. Like you could have your big empty space like Shannon has on her sketch. That's not me. I love my pages to be full, and I like to have lots of things for people to look at when they're looking at my pages. I think that's the teacher in me, knowing that, attention spans are little and people like to look, and kids, or have always said, the busier it is, the better for them. They like to look at things and be intrigued. So I sort of carry that through into my scrapbook pages as well. I think it's just a part and parcel of what I do day in and day out in my career, as well as what I do to relax. And I just love, love, love getting a little bit creative with every single layout that I do. So I'm adding in all of these extra little details, and you can see how it makes a difference by making those rings stand out on the page. And I love there's a combination of messy borders and faux stitching and black and white. It just makes all the difference. So what I'm doing here is I'm going around the geotags with some faux stitching, same with the hearts. It's just those little bits of extra detail that makes all the difference when you're finishing off your layout. So don't be afraid to spend the time zhuzhing up your layout, as they say. You zhuzh yourself up to go out, so zhuzh up your page to be presented. That's my idea of what a great page is. All right, so I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out so far. It really is looking quite effective. Now I'm just going to add in some Nouveau drops in the white pearl. I'm putting it there where the strips are, so it looks like there are thumbnails holding the strips into place. Then I'm strategically placing my three sets of 3 dots to set up that visual triangle. And I can't say I'm totally enthralled with the outcome of it, but I do like it. I think it's effective. I'm going to just add in the date down the bottom. What do you reckon? Did I hit it or miss it? Let me know. You know what the sketch is. You know what it should have looked like. If you're not sure, flick back to the beginning and have another look, and then see if I hit the mark. What do you think? Here it is up close. Look at that. There's the details in there. You can see that faux stitching. You can see how those rings interlock without too much effort. And look at that spray of fussy cut ephemera or embellishments. And I am done. That's a wrap for day 2. Check it out. There is a full playlist. It is linked down below, guys. Go check out everyone who's playing. There will be so many videos. You'll be able to watch it from this one to the next one and still not see every single one, I bet. I like being part of this community. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked what I've done today. And don't forget, there'll be another one coming soon. So I'll see you there real soon. And most of all, stay creative, friends.